Wow.
Told you this is good. Hello guys, and welcome back to Angie's Table. And today we're gonna be making tomato soup and grilled cheese. And this is the perfect duo ever. And I feel like this reminds me of fall as well. I think everything reminds me of fall. But it's gonna be a super simple, super creamy and rich and tasty and cheesy. And let's try to get that cheese pull going on today. So let's go and check out these ingredients. We are going to be using our pumpkin, what is this?
What is that, a
Dutch oven. Dutch oven. We're going to be using our pumpkin Dutch oven because it's just literally perfect for it. My aunt got this and gave it to me as a Christmas gift or something, and I was like, oh. At first when I got it in high school, or she gave it to me when I was in college, I was like, what am I gonna do with this? But now I'm like, oh my god, I have ever used it. You guys don't have to use a Dutch oven. You can use a regular pot if that is all you have, but for us, just for aesthetic purposes, we're gonna be using this today. So let's get started with preparing our veggies. So everything is gonna be a rough chop because we're gonna be blending it all in together. Very rough slices. So let's add some butter to this pot. And we're literally gonna add all our veggies to it. So I have this on about a medium heat, and I'm gonna cook this until the veggies get soft, and then we'll add in the tomatoes and everything else and just blend it all together. Let's add in our spices. Let's start off with our salt. Black pepper. Basil. So we ran out of fresh basil, which is why we're using dried ones. If you guys do have fresh ones at home, then use it because it will enhance the flavor by tons. Oregano and cayenne pepper for a kick. It's okay if it caramelizes and burns a bit because that'll bring in more smokiness to the soup. Now let's carefully add in the tomatoes. Add in the rest of the ingredients. So let's add in our sugar, our water, and we cannot forget our heavy whipping cream. Give this a mix and let it cook. I'm gonna mix this and we're gonna blend it now. So let's turn the heat off. Let's do this on a low speed so it doesn't just splash hot liquid all over you. And we'll do this until everything is blended in. Okay, and I think we're done now. And I'm gonna cook this actually in the back stove. We'll put it on like a medium-low heat and let it simmer. So before we start our grilled cheese, do you guys know what it's time for? Today's word of the day, Grace wanted me to introduce you guys to the word vegetarian, which is 채식주의자 in Korean. And none of us are vegetarians. Grace is like the farthest human being from vegetarian because she loves her steak and meat. And we decided to use this word because we do feel that a lot of people are vegetarian these days, and I think it's also an important word where if you go to a Korean restaurant or you go to Korea and you want to tell them that you're vegetarian, so you have food restrictions, I think that's a very important word to know and understand. Today's word of the day is 채식주의자, which is vegetarian. We'll use 1 tablespoon of butter for each grilled cheese. I'm gonna flip it so that both sides are buttered up. So with grilled cheese, there are millions of ways to, make it. I don't know why I'm using this as like a thing, but I really like sourdough bread, so that's why I'm using sourdough bread today. And you guys can use whatever bread you guys desire and whatever cheese. So I flipped it. So I don't want too much of it to ooze out. So we're gonna be playing a game of Tetris here. So the key, I think, with grilled cheese is patience. So you need to let it sit and do its thing. Like, you can't be in a rush and put it on high and burn the bread, or bread is cooked but then the cheese isn't cooked. You need patience and you need to let it do its thing. So let's see how soft and crispy and cheesy this got. Can you hear that? So now it is time to eat. Soup first. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna have it with the crouton.
Wow. Wow.
Told you this is good. Told you.
I think it's the best tomato soup I've ever had.
I told you it's gonna be the best one you ever had.
Whoa. I did not think tomato soup was this good. Oh my God. It almost looks like a rosé-y.
Got it.
Cheers.
Dunk it. Can you show them how it looks dunked before you just put it in your mouth and eat it all? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, my mind is blown. Like, blown.
Bolo.
Oh my God, so good. Right?
Wow.
So
It's
good.
like sweet but savory. It's creamy.
I
And it
love
also
that it's
has
sourdough.
Also has like a tang, and it matches really well with like a buttered sourdough. It's
So good. Like, so good.
Wow. You know, you were talking about like the smokiness earlier, with, like the char of the veggies.
You taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost have to caramelize / burn it a little bit, like slightly. The vegetables can't just be sweating and like slightly cooked. It needs to be like almost charred to bring out that smoky tomato soup flavor.
It has like a slight kick from that cayenne. It's really perfect. I've never enjoyed grilled cheese in tomato soup before, but I don't know. Everyone else's is very just standard basic. This one is unique.
Okay. She's telling me to cut it. So, I'm finished chewing first. So, I highly recommend trying this out. It is so good. You can make it for a lot of people. It's simple. It's not too expensive to make. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. And this dish keeps you warm throughout the fall and winter. And we'll see you guys on our next video.